Hey there, it's Joe with Sonically Disruptive. How are you? This is a big show. Not the big show, but it's still pretty big. This year has had so much great music that I have to dedicate a whole episode just to my honorable mentions. I could have did whatever, a top 40. It's too hard to rank all of these albums. So, no, these are just honorable mentions. They are albums that I really thought highly enough where they were all in the consideration, but I could not make room in my top 20. So, with that being said, maybe my biggest surprise, Ginger Wallflowers, is an honorable mention. It didn't make the top 20. I really liked the album, but at the end of the day, I did not listen to it as much as these other albums that are in my top 20. Also, Between the Buried and Me, Colors 2, phenomenal album. It's so good. But again, it's one of those that I found myself not going back to as much as I initially thought I would. So that is also on the honorable mentions. What else do we have here of import? There's an album that was pushed back that probably would have made my top 20 if it came out at the original date. New album by Pride Lands is so damn good, but it doesn't come out till I think it's January now, but it was originally supposed to come out in November, I think. I've had that thing for probably 4 months. So good. I love that album, but so that's an honorable mention that will come out next year. Other than that, I have Jason Buehler and the Baron von Bilsky Orchestra, Songs for the Apocalypse. This came out right at the beginning of the year, I think in January of 2021. Just weird, quirky, everything's different, everything changes, nothing else sounds like that. There was no other album that sounded anything like this released in the whole year, and had so many really cool, interesting moments. I love that album. Wheel, Resident Human, so good. That one, I didn't catch that till later. I didn't even know Wheel released a new album. Their previous album I absolutely loved, and then I listened to this. This was amazing as well. But it only made it in the honorable mentions. I waited so long because you never know what's going to pop up at the end, like a band like Mercury X. I don't know the band. Progressive metal. They released a new album, I think last week, and that is Imprisoned. Really cool progressive metal. Kind of your classic progressive metal sound. Really cool, though. They got a 20-minute song, so it's worth it just for that. And musically, it's really extremely solid. Illudium, I think that's how you pronounce it. Ash of the Womb. This is very post-rock, folky stuff that I don't necessarily always listen to. The lead vocalist, I can't remember her name. I'm blanking on it. Such a unique and just chilling voice. Really cool album. I also have Illusory, another band I'm not familiar with. I think they're out of Italy. More in your classic heavy metal style, but there's definitely elements of progressive and some other elements thrown in there. But that is Crimson Wealth. No, Crimson Wreath, not Wealth. Crimson Wreath. Cool album. That's another one that I caught late. It was sent to me a long time ago, and I missed the email. I opened it up and listened, and it made it here because it was very impressive. Silent Planet, Iridescent, really cool. Hair Carry for the Sky, Mayer. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Really good. Such a dark record. Yeah, good stuff. Sweet Oblivion, featuring the great Jeff Tate. Relentless. Good stuff. Sunbomb, Evil and Divine, a project that I highly enjoyed. This is Tracy Guns on guitar from LA Guns, and this is Matthew Sweet from Stryper on vocal, and it is really damn good. Wayward Sons even up the score. Wayward Sons are a band, I think they are fairly well known and fairly popular over across the pond in the UK area, I believe, but not in North America per se. And they're more definitely of a straight up rock band, but always really interesting. All the records almost sound like it could be classic. I mean, it sounds like stuff that it would fit right in. I mean, it's Zeppelin, Queen, and with modern elements thrown in there. Really good stuff. I enjoy that very much. In Mourning, The Bleeding Veil. This probably would have made it into the top 20, but I've only listened to it a few times. I just started listening to it, and because of my tardiness to this album, that's why it's here. But the little I've heard of it, it's really good. Another oddball, Reality Grey, Beneath This Crown. So melodically beautiful and brutal. Brutal. Very brutal. This is heavy metal. And there's definitely some more extreme elements, but it's almost kind of a bridge. And they're out of Italy too, I believe. Great album. Really highly enjoyed it. That's another one that I didn't open up the email at all. I didn't even see it. And then I opened it up, checked it out, and was really pleasantly surprised by that. Dream Theater's latest album. It's really good. That is definitely an honorable mention. It didn't make it into my top 20, though. Yeah. Even though it's great. Iron Maiden's latest was also an honorable mention. It's an honorable mention because there are several songs on it that I do really enjoy. But it's not like it's not a standout for me personally. So that's it. But I still wanted to give that album a mention. Also, some great EPs. Big Wreck. They're definitely more in the blues, rock, hard rock kind of area. But they also throw in some progressive elements and mix it up a bit. But 7.1, riffs on this are so killer. So great. What a great EP that is. Enslaved, Caravans to the Outer World, highly enjoyable. Insomnia, Argent Moon is very good. Every Hour Kills, Vakua, could be. Really cool. And Scattered Storm, a band with some members from various bands, kind of a project deal, and they came out with Oblivion. This was pretty early on. I believe this was towards the beginning of the year as well, and that is really interesting and enjoyable music as well. So that is just a quick rundown of my honorable mentions. After I've done this and after I do my top 20, there's going to be some out there that I'm like, I forgot all about that. But for now, here it is. Honorable mentions for 2021. I don't know why I said it like that. 2021. Anyway, really strong year for new music, and if you take a listen to any of these great albums, you'll see what I mean. So thank you very much for watching. I will have my top 20 up in sometime, probably maybe a week before the new year for sure. So thank you very much for watching. See you.